Hey fishing friends, what's going on? It's Craig with Burwell Angling, and this week's Seven Rivers tip of the week is on cold water cranking. So, cold water cranking, what I'm talking about is those water temperatures, say around 45, 48 to like 52 to 55, okay? So that is cold water. Now, this is the only time I do this technique, and I'm sure it'll work at different times of the year and things like that. But I really like a Spro Rock Crawler when it comes to cold water cranking. The Fritzside's a good one. The original Wiggle Wart's a great one. There's other ones. The Shad Rap is a great one. But I really like the Spro Rock Crawler. So you can see I got a bunch of them. Right here's just a regular one. This one right here, you notice they're all crawdad colors. This is a custom painted by Folks right here. Folks Custom Paints. They're awesome. They do a fantastic job. And they will be here in February at the National Fishing Expo. Folks has a booth. Guys, if you're interested in things like this, check it out. Folks booth, National Fishing Expo. They have a ton of stuff and it's awesome. So you need a Spro Rock Crawler and you need some Storm suspend dots or suspend strips. Now I use the suspend strips mostly for my jerkbait fishing and things like that, but the suspend dots I always use for the cranks. Now what I do is just take a regular rock crawler right here by Spro. This is the RK55. You can do it to all of them, but right here I put the little dot right behind the first hook hanger. Now why are you doing this? Well, it's like a suspending jerkbait, crankbait type deal. So I have seen this work firsthand. I have actually been successful with this at Cumberland, Dale Hollow. There's a few reservoirs that I've done really well on. So we all know the crawdads are probably in their holes, but bass just react. So what I like to do is when I know the fish are on the bottom and I can see them, I'll crank this down to the bottom. But instead of traditionally when you hit a rock or something, you'll stop reeling, pop it off, and it floats up, right? This will actually hug tighter to the bottom. So when you retrieve it, you crank it down. I like to get it to the bottom and then just pause it for a second. You know, it'll float up slowly, but I'll pause it for a second. The water's cold, fish are lethargic. And then I just give it a couple cranks of the reel, and then all of a sudden I let it float up, and then I go to crank it again. Guys, and it's heavy. Fish, this stays in the strike zone for a long time. So when you know fish are on the bottom, say you're catching them drop shot and things like that, if I was catching them, say, suspended, you know, I wouldn't be using something like this. So when I crank through them, I get to the good chunk rock on the bottom. I'm talking good chunk rock, banks, 45-degree angle banks. I grind them down to the bottom, especially if there's a channel swing or something off of a flat and there's good rock, good shell. Guys, get this down to the edge. As soon as you come off the edge of the bar or sandbar, whatever it is, kill it, watch it. They'll smoke it. It just suspends there. They can't handle it. It's things that they haven't seen before. I have seen it on active target work firsthand. I have used it without active target at Cumberland, at the MPFL. We had one day to fish and actually had a really good event, top 10. So guys, I'm telling you, Spro Rock Crawler, Storm suspend strips, get them. I promise you this spring, this late winter, early spring, it'll be a phenomenal technique. The Ozark Lake's very, very important. So guys, get your Spro Rock Crawlers. And like I always say, I hope this tip helps. And until next time, good fishing. I'm out.